Hi, and welcome to day 6 of the Flexibility Challenge. I am so excited to have you guys join me, and I hope that you are excited to be doing this with me at home. Whether you do it in the morning, whether you do it at night, or the afternoon, it doesn't matter, because what does matter is that you're being consistent and you're doing it all the time. So it becomes a routine, and then you start to see and feel the results in your own body. And I know we all live in different places, right? But it is winter, and I will tell you, it is very cold here, very snowy. So when the weather starts to change, no matter if you're in a warm climate or cold climate, you start to notice your joints hurt, right? Especially in the cold. And you get really stiff. So it becomes very hard to move. So you want to make sure that when you are experiencing the winter, that you are loosening up your joints and you are strengthening them from the inside out so that you can prevent your body from feeling pain. You might have some inflammation. You might even have arthritic types of symptoms in your body, but might not even know that you have it. So it's really important to keep your joints and your muscles limber. It's not just about stretching and, it's like, some of us think, oh, I'm not going to stretch, I'll do that later. But the thing is, stretching is such an important pillar of fitness, and if you don't include it in your everyday life, it starts to, make your body feel pain and cause injury and maybe flare up into an arthritic condition. So I just want to explain the importance of flexibility and why it would be such a great idea for you to do it every single day, even if it is 3 minutes, maybe it's 5, or of course 10 or more, but at least this is something to get you started. So before I get started, I always like to do my little shot with you, and of course it's not my tequila. No, this is a liquid collagen shot that I cannot live without, and I will tell you, this is a game changer, especially whenever it's very cold outside. So salute. All right, game on. Take off your shoes, grab your mat. We're gonna start on the floor since it is a Sunday fun day. And I know that, we can move around a lot, but we're just gonna try to sink down into poses. 10 minutes goes very quickly. And we're gonna try to go over some of the poses that we've already done and stretches so that your body and your mind start to become accustomed to them. So sit on your toes, tuck those toes under. And if you have a little bit of tightness in the back of your knees, you can always put a shirt, a towel, a pillow, so that you're sitting up a little taller. But the point here is to tuck those toes under. And if you are right there, I just want you to lean back into it and sit your hips down into your heels. Because we want to make sure we're spreading those toes. And then I just want you to rock it forward, and right from here, tuck those toes. I want you to push the toes into the floor like you're kind of swiping back with them, but you're tucking them under. Now I want you to spread those toes. And right from here, spread your fingers. Now lean your body forward, pull your tummy in, shoulders back, and you're just trying to open up through the wrist and working through your mobility. Forward and back, in through your toes. So we're just doing a little dynamic movement, working through our limbs, and then activating through our core. And then right from here, just tuck those toes, and all I want you to do is just stretch one leg back. And right from here, just keep stretching back. Let it slide on the floor, let it reach back so both toes are still tucked under. I want you to come down to your forearms. And right from here, just pump the gas pedal in the back leg. So you should feel a stretch in your calf muscle, maybe behind the knee. And yeah, you can contract your quad. That'll help release the backside as well. So when you're contracting some muscle in the front, you're doing an active contraction. It releases on the back for a little reciprocal inhibition. So let's change legs here. Come up onto your hands, round your back, tuck both toes again, exhaling and arching. So I'm just moving a little bit quickly so that we can just go down into some poses that help you relax down into it. So tuck those toes again, swipe back, lean back, press back, drop down. So again, we're pressing through the gas pedal here. It's almost like doing a downward dog, but we're just kind of in a runner's lunge kind of stance. Just a different angle, different position. We're just pressing our heel back so that you feel the back of your calf, back through the knee. This is very important, in through those joints. And we're just relaxing through the shoulders so that nothing is up there. Not your shoulders, raising, keep them nice and low. And then come back onto your hands and knees, press back up. And this time we'll tuck both toes under and go into that down dog. So lift your knees up, slowly press your body up and back, and then just pedal those feet. Let your head hang. So just this little bit of inversion here helps your lymphatic system kind of move through your fluids, helps drain your body, gives you a little bit of new blood coming into your body and circulating. All right, right from here, let's go ahead back down to the knees. I want you to take it into a lunge again. Right from here, we're gonna take the lunge out to the side, and then we're dropping it down. So right from here, we're coming back up, and then into the lunge. So it's a little combination, different angles of your hips. Turn your hip, press your hip back, lift your body, turn the hip in, and press it forward. This time, we're gonna press it down a little farther, press those hips back a little bit more, press back, knees and toes in the same direction, come back up, and then press it down. Beautiful, right from here, tuck your toe, and all I want you to do is lift up that back knee. And we're gonna try to just straighten the leg as much as you can. It might not straighten at all, but if your hands are down the floor, if your knee is touching, that's okay. You can lean back, and you can come back in. Okay, so that's all you're doing. You're just working through that hamstring. If you can, straighten the leg, and then back in. So it's just working with what your body can do today. And again, I don't have very much weight on my hands. It's just little fingertips to the floor to protect and to support my balance. And then exhale back down and back to the center. Right from here, we're gonna take it to the other side. So the other leg is gonna come out. All I want you to do is sit back into it. You might feel little pops in those hips. You can stretch out through the neck, through the arms, let your inner thigh go. Stretch through your back, and then turn your body and lunge into it. So I know, very tight hips, they're not fun, right? Sometimes they even prevent you from getting up your steps, right? It almost feels like you're lugging your body up. And it's because our muscles are so tight. So we just start to loosen them up. Sometimes we need to do it a few more times throughout the day because our bodies stiffen. So we want to make sure that we're keeping them moving and mobile so that they move us where we need to go, right? So let's press it back down again. Turn to the side, lift up that back knee. And we're just gonna lean forward and straighten the leg. And again, if that's too much, too soon, just keep your knee, one knee bent, one leg is bent. So you always have somewhere to go here. So we're just moving, and I want you to use your breath. Every time you move, it's an inhale, exhale. So we're just fluidly moving, and exhale. Last time, bring it in. And exhale, turn your body to the center, turn your toes in, heels out, legs straight. So the wider you go, the more you'll be able to reach down to the floor, but you might even have to just adjust your stance. So wherever you feel comfortable, bend your elbows, see if you can get your forearms down, relaxing into the pose. Feel the stretch. And then look up with your head, bring it up to your arms, and then stretch those wrists. Turn your fingers to face you. I just want you to hold right here. So just rock forward and back like we did in child's pose. So from a side view, you're just rocking forward and back, all the way up to where you can, and feel the stretch. So you want to feel it all the way through your forearms here. Good, and then you can hold it. We're just gonna take one hand down. You can softly bend those knees. We're gonna reach one arm up. And with our wrists up there, circle your wrists. Make sure your fingers are open and you're working through them. You're gonna take that hand, and I just want you to reach down. See if you can bend your knees a little bit. You're gonna reach towards your calf, your ankle, your heel, your toes, whatever you can grab, and then just let your body sink down. So you're twisting through your back. You can twist as much or as little, but it's a little rotation through your torso. And then come back to the center. Your other hand is going up in the air, so hand goes down. You reach this one up, circle those wrists. If this feels any strain in your neck, just look down towards the bottom hand. Spread those fingers, twist them the other way. And again, from right here, we're taking that arm that's up, reach it down. Maybe you grab the outside of your leg. Maybe you grab your pants. Whatever you can grab, I want you to pull yourself under. Maybe you grab a little lower. So the more that you find that pull in your body, you can feel it in your upper back, maybe on one side of your shoulders, your rotators. So you just want to feel that nice stretch. I know right here, even if I just move a few little inches to one side, I can feel the stretch a little stronger. So that's what I want you to do, kind of experiment with your body. So again, we're just at this inversion here where our head is down, lower, which is really cleansing actually for your body. All right, so come down. We're gonna go into a seated position. And all I want you to do is take the feet, soles of the feet together, sit up nice and tall. And right from here, take your elbows in the crease of the knees. I want you to pull up on the toes, push down on the elbows. So you're pulling up just a little bit, holding them together, and push down on the elbows. So as we do this, we're finding that equal and oppositional balance in muscle contraction. So the feet are coming up, knees are pushing down. We're just using our body as leverage. Good. And we can just relax our shoulders a little bit more because sometimes that starts to tighten and tense up. So drop your chin to your chest and just hold it here. Sometimes when I'm in this position, I actually like to take my thumbs and dig them into the sides of my arches. You can kind of just hold that. It's almost like giving your feet a little massage while you're there. And I'm pressing my elbows down into my knees and just holding it there. So if you have more time later, maybe this is one that you can sit for a few minutes and just relax into it. You can lay on the floor, maybe do one leg at a time. But these are poses that you can just actually stay in for a few seconds, maybe a few minutes. All right, take those legs. One leg is gonna come out. You're gonna come up and stretch over. So now I want you to press the hand down on the knee, anchor it down, point and flex your foot, work through your ankles, through your toes. This arm is just kind of reaching up, and you should feel this in your waistline. Lateral stretch here. This arm is pushing down. Maybe you push the skin away. We're just working through our body. Flex your foot if you can. Good. Right from here, we bring the arm down. Hand comes down. I have to give you one party pose of the night. Tuck this foot underneath of you. Come up and stretch your hip forward. You should feel this right here in your hip flexor. Feel a stretch. I call them party poses because they're like striking a party pose, right? Bring it all the way down without using your hands. See if you can change legs. Beautiful. Reach your arm up. Take a nice deep breath. Reach it over. Flex your foot. Wiggle and roll your toes. Relax your neck. Maybe you look up. Maybe it feels better to look down. Wherever you are there. You are pressing. And take that opposite arm. Put it on your knee. Press it down there. Push it away. See if you can even like grab. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, maybe you can. Oh my goodness. So you just want to work into it. Just don't push anything. We're just moving. All right, bring your body back up. Find your party pose. This foot tucks under. This hand comes down. This one strikes the pose. Press that hip flexor up. And as you press that hip up, squeeze your glute to release your hip flexor. So that glute is squeezing tight. Hold it in. And then bring it all the way back down. Let's do our last stretch. Both legs are out, arms are out, palms come up. Take your hands back behind you, lift up through your chest. You can tuck your chin down. Feel a nice little stretch, turn your chin to one side. Circle it down and around to the other side. Feel a little stretch in the side of your neck. Back to the center. And then hands go down, reaching for your toes. We call this a little pancake. So you're trying to reach forward as much as possible. Maybe it's right here. From a side view, you're just reaching down, but I don't want you to round too much. Think about lengthening out. So maybe your hands are on the floor. Look at your feet. Make sure your feet are flexed up. And then let's release it back. One more time. Reach it down. Take your breath. Exhale as you stretch. Now you guys can stay in this position. You can hold it here. You can kind of just relax into it. I like to press my hands on my feet so that they stay up, and then you just kind of release them down, make sure that they stay in the same position. Maybe you tuck your shoulders under, and it feels so nice to release that pressure or tension in your shoulders. They get so bound up. So the goal about flexibility is being consistent. And the more consistent you are, the more you're going to start to see your body change in more ways than one. So that, my friends, is our little 10-minute stretch. Thank you guys so very much for joining in. I hope you're enjoying this. Please leave me a comment if you like it, share it with others, spread the joy of flexibility, because I think it is so underestimated that it is just such an important thing to include in our daily practice, because that's what we need as we age and as we move every single day. It'll help us be stronger in every single activity that we do. So again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.